I'm joined now by Wyoming Republican Senator John Barrasso. Senator, it's good to see you. Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Is there a problem with the tone of the Republican message and the intensity of it from the far right, do you think?
Now, what you're seeing really is a coalition of people from across the country who all believe that we can do better. We can do better than this president and this administration, and we're united. And that's why Mitt Romney is going to get elected in November. We're going to continue to talk about the things that unite us, which are jobs, the economy, the debt, and the spending. And under President Obama and the Obama economy, he inherited a bad situation, but he made it worse.
Well, let me give you a couple of examples of some of the concerns other Republicans have, Senator. Former New York Governor George Pataki says, for example, he agrees with the Tea Party on the principle of reducing taxes and the size of government, which have been long-held Republican principles, but he's concerned that there's too much anti-government sentiment. Do you fear that those kinds of things, talking about anti-government sentiment, things like that, could it push the party further out of the political mainstream?
Well, no, I believe, as most Americans do, that we want a government that is smaller, not larger, taxes that are lower, not higher, and that's why I believe we can do better than what we've seen with this president and with the spending and the debt and the takeovers of health care and this so-called stimulus package. It has failed. That's what we're united behind, and that's why I believe that we're committed to winning in November.
Let's talk also a little bit about Todd Akin, and as you know, that there's been some concern within the Romney camp and among Republicans that this has diverted attention from some other issues. But does it say something about Mitt Romney's standing in the party? Does it say something about the power of the Republican Party establishment that Todd Akin has defiantly refused to pull out of the Missouri Senate race?
Well, you know, the people of Missouri get to decide those things, but I think what he said was irresponsible. It was wrong, and I've called for him to pull out of that race as well, as has Mitt Romney, as have the leaders of the Republican Party. We're going to continue to focus on the things, though, that unite us, which is we can make things better, and the American people deserve better.
And let me ask you finally about some exclusions at your convention. The former presidents, Bush 41 and 43, will not be there, and some people have said that that's a good thing, that it allows the focus to be on Mitt Romney, but there is a long tradition of former presidents appearing and even speaking at conventions. Was it a mistake not to have them there, or do you regret that they're not there?
Well, I always enjoy seeing former Republican presidents, hearing what they have to say, and being from Wyoming, former Republican vice presidents. But, you know, I think that the nominee gets to decide what he wants for the convention, but we're going to have a unified group of people here who believe that the American people deserve better, we can do better, we will do better, and Mitt Romney is the person to lead us to a better economy and get away from some of the things that the president has taken us to, such as a takeover of health care, unemployment rates of over 8% for the last 40 months. You know, the president has continued to make many promises, and the American people realize that those promises have not been fulfilled, are not going to be fulfilled, and have been continued to be broken by a president. And that's why so many people believe that the country is heading in the wrong direction. Only 1 out of 3 Americans think the country is heading in the right direction. We can do better, and it's time to make that change.
Wyoming Republican Senator John Barrasso, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chris.
Today